Let's do something a bit different today. Let's do a $6 million feasibility for a site in Mont Albert North. So about the block's about 1,400 meters squared, and it's a good area, nice street. We've got properties around there selling 3 to 3.5 mil. So let's start with the land. Let's say you buy the site for 2.1 million. Stamp duty will be about 115,000. And after considering other fees, legal fees, etc., you're probably looking at about 2.25 mil all up for the land. Now, what's the development potential for this block? There's plenty of precedent in the area for doing 4 on the block. You'd have 2 driveways. You'd have 1 driveway just for the unit in the front, and then you'd have 1 driveway on the other side servicing 3 townhouses in the back. So if I take out some land for the shared driveway, you'd have about 300 meters squared for each townhouse. So I reckon you'd fit about 88 squares of internal floor area, so averaging about 22 squares per townhouse. Okay, next part, sales. I'm putting a rate of about 68,500 per square of internal floor area for the townhouses. So if we've got 88 squares, that nets us about $6 million, so about 1.5 each for each townhouse. So how do you come up with this rate, 68,500? What you do is you do market research, you look at other similar townhouses, properties, how big they are in terms of internal floor area. You have to do a bit of research on that, and what their sale price is. And then you divide this sale price divided by the size in squares, and that's your sale rate. Now for construction, I'm putting 22,000 per square, so that gives us a cost of about 1.9 mil. Now the next important part is financing. Now with interest rates going up, this makes a much larger component of your feasibility. For this one, I've put $400,000. Now, the assumptions you make around timelines, how long it'll take you to build, how long it'll take you to get permits, that's critical here. So for this one, I put 19 months in total after settlement, and I've allowed 12 months for construction. So that gives me 7 months to back end and front end the project. So a couple months before starting our build, doing the site prep, getting the building permit, etc., a bunch of other things. And after we get our occupancy, putting it on market, doing the marketing, sales campaign, and then the settlement period for the buyers. Now, next component is consultant and authority fees. I put 180,000. 100,000 of that is just the open space levy, which is about normally 5% of the land purchase price. The other part is your town planning, working drawings, engineerings, electrical pit, etc. Now next part, selling all 4 townhouses, you need marketing and sales. I've allowed 140,000 for that. Other costs I considered were my outgoings, water rates, council rates, etc., site prep, GST, and more. Where do we end up with our final figures? I've put 4,957,000 in costs. Sales, I've put 6,028,000. That leaves us with a profit after adjustments and before tax of 924,000. The return on cost for that is 18.64%, which is under your normal benchmark of 20% for developments. But given that I've allowed 19 months for this, if we put this on an annualized basis, it comes to 11.77%, which isn't too bad. I normally like this figure to be above 10%. So that was a high level feasibility. If you want me to do even more detailed feasibilities than this, then it's probably going to be double the video length, which is already quite long, but happy to do that.